I'm here rigging my tackle up, just kind of pulling everything out, looking, seeing what I need, seeing like look at my jig box. I only have like 2 jigs left. I've been losing a bunch, haven't restocked in a while. Getting the boat all organized, getting ready for as you saw in the intro, the JML Roosevelt, February 12th. It's gonna be a pretty fun derby. I think it's gonna be late winter, early pre-spawn. I think there's gonna be some fish moving up. You can still catch some fish out deep, so it'll be fun to get out there in a couple days and go practice, go find some fish for the derby. Right now, just rigging up tackle, and I'm gonna do a series before each tournament where I'm gonna show you what I think I'm gonna throw. So let me get this mess all cleaned up, get some things retied, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna throw and why. I'm gonna go through each rod with you and why I picked it, and a little preface before I talk about some of these. Some of these baits I've tied on. One of my goals for each practice is throw something I wouldn't normally throw. For example, I have a lipless crankbait tied on, a Berkeley War Pig. I'll show that to you in a second. But I don't ever freaking throw a lipless crankbait. I prefer, you know, like a tight wobbling crankbait, like a Shad Wrap or a Berkeley Fritz side. Really like them, but I was like, you know what? Practice, I'm going to throw it. So for every tournament, I'm gonna throw something I don't normally throw. I love throwing crankbaits. I love throwing spinner baits. I love throwing a drop shot. I don't love throwing a drop shot, but I throw it a lot because it's a confidence bait and I catch a ton of fish. But lately, I've been, one of my baits for the last few tournaments has been a jig. I've been catching a ton of fish on a jig. Last tournament, it freaking saved. We had 4 fish with 15 minutes to go. I pulled out a jig, boom, 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 fish, fish, fish. And so I'm trying to throw things different that I don't normally fish and see if I can catch fish on them. Not catch fish on them, but see if I can find something I probably wouldn't have found before. I'm just learning new things, get some new confidence in baits. So February 12th, water temp right now is like between 55 and 58. From my buddies that have been up there and from when I've been at the lake, and it's gonna be, I mean, that's what it's been all winter. Should start to warm up by then. We're gonna get a lot more daylight. It's gonna be increasing a lot, so it should start getting into that late winter, early spring. And so the first bait that I've got tied on is a Berkeley Fritz side. I'm in a craw color. I've got it tied on. I did really well last year during the pre-spawn with the Fritz side in a craw color, and I've been doing really well on it the last shallow water, using either a 7 or a 9. I have caught some fish on the 5, but throwing a shallow water crankbait in craw color. And another reason for the craw color is I'm going to be throwing, this is the second bait, is a white chatterbait. This chatterbait's been beat up. It's caught me a lot of fish and a lot of good fish. I keep throwing it because it keeps working. But to me, that's a good one too. Both are really tight, wiggling, a lot of vibration baits. So the water's been going up, it's been dirty. So that's another, I want these tight wobbling baits. But I've got kind of a, I call it my 1-2. I've got a craw and I got a shad. And it's moving baits, surge baits that I can move around and get a reaction out. I'm gonna throw on rocky banks. I'm gonna throw the crankbait, and on the more wood, because there's a lot of wood at Roosevelt, I'm gonna throw the chatterbait. And it's kind of my confidence baits. It's my 1-2, and that's what I feel like I can catch a lot of fish on, and I'm confident that if there are fish there, I'm gonna catch them. But just to see if I can catch some better fish, but I got the Berkeley War Pig. Like just a lipless crankbait. I've also got a couple Bill Lewis's. When I have caught fish on them, and I have used them. It's been on the original rattle trap. I got a lot of these all in my boxes, ready to go. And that's another bait I'm going to try out. It's a good pre-spawn bait. It's real tight wiggling. You can cover a lot of water. Then I've got a jerk bait. This is my bait number 2 of things I don't normally throw that I'm going to try. Jerkbait, really, really good pre-spawn bait. I just don't throw it a lot. I don't know, it's just not my thing. I have thrown it for wintertime smallmouth, and I've done well on it. I know I can catch fish on a jerkbait. It's just one of the things that, like, if I'm just going to go out and fish, I'm not going to throw jerkbait. So I've got it tied on. I'm going to throw it. It's a really good pre-spawn bait. You can keep it in the strike zone a lot. Very versatile. You can work it fast, you can work it slow. It's got a really good action, especially in the cold water. It looks like dying shad. I've seen a lot of dying shad lately at the lakes when I've been fishing. I've seen them on the surface. You've seen them kind of just slowly working, and it's a good bait to go throw. I've got a flipping stick. I always have a flipping stick anytime it's not dead of winter at Roosevelt. Pre-spawn all the way through the end of fall. There's a lot of wood. It's real nice just to get the bait down in front of the face. Very versatile. You can get the reaction, you can drop it, you can pop it up, you can work quick, or you can sit there and shake and work nice and slow. I've got the jig. This is a football head. I'm just gonna drag it along rocky banks when things get slow. And I've also got the drop shot. I have a new drop shot rod coming because I broke it last tournament. It was my fault. I just went to go take it out of the truck, and the line was caught, and I was pulling, not realizing, and snap, broke the rod tip. So it's coming in, but I'll also have a drop shot, and that is the 7 rods that I'm going to have on my deck late winter, early pre-spawn, trying to find the big largemouth at Roosevelt. Now, things are going to change as I go up there the next couple days. I'm going to spend 2, 3, maybe 4 days practicing for the event. But I'm just going to go out there. I'm going to show you the videos and show you a couple tricks that I use to go practice and find fish. But these are the baits right now that I have tied on my deck to go out there. If I just had to go out there and fish right now and catch late winter, early pre-spawn bass, those are what I'm going to use. Now I'm going to finish up, get all this back in and organized. I learned I have no jigs. I learned I need a couple more jerk baits just in case, and I just always go buy tackle, so who else knows what I'll buy. But I need to go to the tackle store, get a couple things, and next video I'm going to be out there practicing for the tournament. So show you a couple things with that that I use to practice. We're going to go find some pre-spawn bass. Don't miss it. Check it out. This is the most organized that this box will be for the rest of the year. So enjoy it.